Hey, and we're back live at WHPK. It's the Focus Show. We got a lot of Chicago artists in here today. As I said earlier when I first came on, my focus of the Focus Show was just to talk to, Chicago artists, old and new, list like Brother Keith from Heaven and Earth. You just got through hearing old and new coming up, going down, been around, and just talk about how the business is and how it's changed. But like I said, you never know when life's going to throw you a curve. And fortunately or unfortunately, my brother that passed, Bruce Thompson, mostly everybody in this room right now has worked with Bruce. So we're going to talk about him for a quick minute. Then we're going to talk to Ken Allison and Rick Allison, who's getting ready to join us on the microphone, as well as Inetta, Visor. And we're going to talk about a big gig we got tomorrow. And we're going to talk about their experiences in the music biz. But I'm trying to get some other folks in so we can make it a round table. But, same like I did when my main man Richard passed, somebody, we'll start off with you, Inetta. One of your memories of Reverend Bruce Thompson.
Like I wrote on my Facebook page, the first time I met Bruce, he was working on a song, and as a joke, he put my name in it, and we were all cracking up about it. So he was crazy. He was crazy, and to sit down and just really talk about a lot of the stuff that we did, like the gigs that we did and the crazy stuff that we did, and I'm gonna miss him. I was also wrote, like, when I met his sister Michelle, the amazing Michelle Thompson, the amazing Michelle,
And the legend continues.
Right? How she used to get standing ovations before she even sung a note. That used to just blow my mind.
It never happened to me either.
It never happened to me either.
One of my memories of Bruce is that first time I ever saw him, what was that thing he first had, that first real tough keyboard Bruce had, because he was doing the gig on 75th and Stony Island, Oberheim. It went off. It just wouldn't play. And this instrument had been out a week, 2 weeks. Bruce got the first one. And it just stopped playing in the middle of a set. So in between sets, I'm spinning. He said, I'm going to open it up. And he opened it up, and it was working perfectly 20 minutes later. I mean, he ain't nobody on earth other than Oberheim people had been inside. That's why I always used to call him Yoda, because he could just mysteriously fix stuff and do stuff that, it's like, remember, I think it was on one of your sessions, Ken, and we needed a trumpet part. He had never played trumpet before in his life, and he picked up the trumpet and played the daggone trumpet.
That was the first time he ever played.
That was the first, when he did it for that session. He said, well, I think I know what I'm doing. I seen KT do it enough times, blah, 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 and did it. Rick Allison?
I think my best memory of Bruce was the early days when me, him, and Bro Marquis was working on my Keys album. Well, album now. Back then we called them album. Today they would call it a CD.
CDs.
and Bruce laid out the tracks for all of that material we did. And I was amazed because the studio was down on 11th and Michigan.
9th and Michigan. 925 South Michigan.
And I told Marquis, where we going? He said, man, this be cool. And then Bruce opened the door, and it was magical. The whole night. It was in the middle of the night. Because we got our best sound, 1, 2 in the morning. That was our slot.
And it was cheaper.
They left that part out. But Bruce was an amazing brother. Just like you and Ken and everybody else, I'm the baby boy. And so I grew up with you guys, and it was a wealth of knowledge and experience. I'm grateful.
Yeah, because I learned a lot of things. Ken Allison.
Well, I'm going to try not to get emotional, but not my fondest memory, but the memory that's going to sustain me for the rest of my life. Of all the things that Bruce and I did, moments we shared, I'm grateful that the last thing we did together was lift the name of Jesus. God knew I didn't have a clue that would be the last project that I would work with him on at the If the Lord's Willing program at St. Michael's. He recorded If the Lord is Willing. I did that at his studio. And the amazing thing about Bruce, like always, when he started, it wasn't done until he was finished. And when he was finished, it was almost angelic, you know. He hit all the right nuances, and I miss him already. I hate to think of how it's going to be down the line. But the good thing about it, we didn't talk every day, but however long it was since the last time we talked, we continued where we left off. He called me Ken, Alverson, Atkinson. I called him Bruce, Bruce Davis. That was our stick. And I confided a lot of things with him as a minister. Like I say, my memories with him they're deep. So,
Yeah, so same thing. Little did I know that the gig I did with y'all for The Lord is Willing would be the last time I would see Bruce and the last time I would hear Bruce. And I was fortunate enough because I said, well, I don't get to see Bruce much. And I videoed it, little knowing that I wasn't going to see him again. And it was like, one thing I always remember about Bruce, and I put it out there because, my life's open book. Everybody know what I've been through. Whenever I would come to hear Bruce preach, and I entered the room, he would always make reference to the fact that I used to be an independent pharmaceutical salesman. And he did that the last time that the last time we said. In fact, it was worth. I gotta say it. It ain't the horrible hour, but I gotta say it. He was talking about Ken and the troubles. Ken went through the troubles he went through, finding the Lord and coming back to music. And
where we purchased,
and so I passing by to sit down to take the video. And he said, "Oh yeah, that's King George. He used to sell his drugs."
No, he did.
Yes, he did.
The whole story.
Yes, he did 20 minutes on it.
So I told him the good thing, Johnny May.
For a trap door,
my mother, Johnny May, wasn't there because, boy, as much as she loved you, she would be on you right now. But it was in God's house.
It was in God's house, and he would just be. It was the truth. There wasn't no lie to it, so it was the truth. I got some other people coming along. I want to talk to Ken and Rick and Inetta about their event coming up. Let me play something from my guest that I just had on, Keith Stewart. He did a session with Heaven and Earth and Keith, and Al Pacharchik, the guitar player and lead singer for Ides of March. And they did a cut called Jazzy Lady, and Bruce did the organ. And I want to play that real quickly, and we'll get back and talk about what's going on.
Like a musician, the girl can play straight virtuoso. I don't know what it is, but I'm feeling her mojo, sweet and mellow. Oh, might be mystic, might be commercial, but what she does it well. So sequency, even Miles said she comes by naturally with a funky lead. She got a body like an upright bass, make a brother weak. Jazzy lady, she's so fine. Bad classy with platinum taste. Indigo, syncopated grace. Jazzy lady, be my baby. She's quite the player. Laser grooving over cool, highly rated. Bebop persona, serious swagger. As they be turning, when she walks in the door, she's top drawer. That lady icon really got it going on. Educated, motivated, she's a star. Flying solo right now, she independent, represent the street repertoire. A brown sugar soul, I say the girl is born. She got a body like an upright bass, straight legit like a cold train riff. Jazzy lady, she's so good. A mover, shaker, watch her regulate. Groundbreaking, ain't nothing fake. Out that jazzy lady, be my baby, yo. She puts it down with the flavor so smooth, so smooth. I think I love that jazzy lady. I'll break it down, y'all. She's got a vibe. She modulates my nature just right. Shoot, bop, do, bop. I feel the passion in her eyes. Ooh, I just wanna share her time. Whoa. Said she comes by naturally with a funk so sweet. The girls in me don't play her cheap. She got a body like an upright bass. She bring the heat, make a brother weak. Jazzy lady, she's so fine. Bad classy with platinum taste. Indigo, syncopated grace. Jazzy lady, so smooth. I think I love that jazzy lady. She got a body like an upright bass. She bring the heat, make a brother weak. Jazzy lady.
Hey, that was Bruce Thompson and Jazzy Lady off of Musicality LTD, which is Keith Stewart's CD. I think the second one is Life, Love, and the Pursuit of Happiness. And we were again talking about Bruce. He could play. We was talking about.